Hi, welcome to Chill with Sumanth. Today we have Sravan Kumar. Hi, Sravan.
Hey, hi, Sumanth.
Yeah,
How are
hi.
you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, so he's actually a friend of my friends, but later I connected with him. I felt excited, like what things he do and all. So maybe, Sravan, if you can have a quick intro of you by yourself, like what you do and your job and the other activities, what you actually do for societies, right? So you can say a few points on them.
yeah, thanks, Sumanth, and great to connect with you. Yeah, so, yeah, hi, guys. My name is Sravan Kumar, and I'm from Andhra. So, I born in a very small village in Krishna district, and then I moved to some other town called Gannavaram, which is next to Vijayawada. So, airport Gannavaram, people generally remember like that. So I studied up to like English medium, Telugu medium, and then I moved to English medium, and then pretty much my up to 10th and all I studied in my hometown. Then after that college, then I went to Andhra University for my BTech, and then I got a job in Infosys. I was there for 6 months, and then later I wanted to go to US, but due to some reasons I couldn't go. Maybe I wanted to work for some more years in India and like maybe earn some money, and I wanted to go at that point of time. So I work in a company called Cinity, which is based out of in India and like Bangalore and Hyderabad. Then I started my journey as a data engineer over there, and I traveled to on sites and all. The pretty much life is going well at that point of time. Everything is going good.
Yeah, yeah, sure,
That's
sure.
my short intro.
Yeah, thank you, Shravan. And actually, your name is quite big, right? Shravan, I actually don't remember. It's from Insta.
Yeah, Shravan Kumar Varanasi. So sometimes
Okay,
like Shravan Kumar Sharma or like it is there, but Shravan Kumar Varanasi is my surname.
okay, okay. Good, good, good. And actually, I was going through your LinkedIn and I got a doubt because you worked in Infosys before, right? That was 7 months.
Yeah.
And have you joined there as a graduate or?
No, I joined as a like training and all. So
Yeah, usually you
after
will have
complete,
this bond, right? You need to pay this much. We need to be for 1.5 dollar. You don't have all those
yeah,
things.
but I just came because I have some network over there, and I felt like I
Okay,
got
okay.
a better opportunity under there. And at that point of time, I wanted to go to US also. Pretty at that point, I was so desperate at that point of time.
So you decided like whatever the thing maybe even if I need to pay, I'll pay and just come out. That's it.
Yeah, but luckily one of my colleague helped me so that we
Oh,
sorted
cool,
it
cool.
smoothly. He's a project manager in Infosys, so some or the other way. But it's very tough to come out of the Infosys.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I was also experienced. Like I was HCL past, so I know the
Yeah,
bond related things. So
yes,
that's why I
yes,
got it out. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, and one more thing on your Insta, there is Insta or WhatsApp, there is something called inner peace. So what is
yeah.
that?
Inner peace. Okay, so inner peace is some. So we know, right? Like, see, what is the purpose of having a life? What is the most important thing in life? We need a happiness. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to attain a happiness, you can't attain the happiness directly. Okay, you have to be meaningful in life. You
Okay.
can earn, you can get the happiness only if you have a meaningful life and a satisfaction. So I always have a two things. Success is like getting what you like. I need something in that one. If I get that one, I will be happy. But something is satisfaction. Satisfaction is whatever you have, like liking what you get. If you get something, if you are happy with that one, you
Satisfied.
are satisfied in life.
Yeah.
So this is pretty and what I feel is like people are running for money and all, rat race and all. I'm completely opposite side
Against
of
it.
this one. I
Yeah.
am not against, because that is their choice. If somebody need money, that is their choice. But at what cost you are sacrificing? So some
Okay.
people sacrifice their health
Time,
for
health.
the
Yeah.
family time, and they are too busy. Okay, if somebody says like you are getting enough and somebody says like I will give you this much, okay, they will go and they work another 2 years. But the problem is like, for example, I'll tell like with the example of 10 lakhs, if somebody is getting 10 lakhs, now if somebody says like I will give 17 lakhs, the people will go on them. So after, okay, after working for some years, and then okay, somebody says like okay, 25 lakhs. And people are keep on jumping and they are grinding in that, like competing and all. But what I believe is like there is always a bigger fish than you, right?
Mhm.
So we always want to get into a Microsoft or a Google, and
Yeah.
people are getting like 30 lakhs package and all. And but when you join, there are people who are earning like 30 million. Okay, when you compare like Sundar Pichai or Satya Nadella, Sundar
They'll
Pichai is earning
enjoy.
2000 1300 crores, 1400 crores.
Yeah.
And the problem is like, if Sundar
It will not
Pichai,
stop. Like the
yeah, if
comparison will
Sundar
be.
Pichai, yeah, if Sundar Pichai compares with the like founders of Google, like they are like 4 lakh crores, 5 lakh crores, 7 lakh crores they worth. Are whatever I'm getting only like 1200 crores. Even
Yeah.
even Sundar Pichai might be get disappointed at that.
Yeah.
So the thing is like you have to be peaceful in life, happy with whatever you have. But I'm not saying don't compromise for your goals and all. You should be. But whether you are spending a lot of time with your family, whether you are keeping yourself to be healthy, happy, are you getting some time to get introspective? That is what I wanted to like tell to some of the friends. And for me, peace is the thing, like happiness,
You
peace,
should be.
satisfaction.
Yeah. Got it. Cool. Cool.
That's why I mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. And like based on our recent discussion, I also know you read many books, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I think it's around 130 or you told some number. So,
yeah,
uh, like why you started reading books? Uh, did you hear somewhere or someone motivated you?
yeah. So the book journey started. It's a funny experience kind of thing. Like when I the reason I will tell you later point of time. But I've been to Philippines for my work. Uh, yeah, I will also answer to this inner peace one. What happened? Like I was in Philippines. That is a hotel called Montebello, which is one of the finest hotels. It's not like a big 20-floor building or something. It's a kind of villa hotels with separate rooms and all, which
Okay,
is
okay.
very
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. And it's a Spanish designed hotels. It is very old one, but it's renovated and all. It's a pretty good with a big garden and all. I was in the single room, which is quite big, but the work pressure is haunting me.
Okay.
Like I couldn't sleep properly.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have the best bed and all. Like the AC, everything is like super awesome. Okay, as a middle class, I can't afford anywhere. Okay, that cost around like, maybe if you want to get that kind of hotel, like it costs around 8,000, 9,000 per day.
Per day. Yeah, yeah. Got it.
Per day.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a 7-star hotel, kind of 5-star hotel kind of thing, with a beautiful swimming pool or around. But the problem is like I was not able to sleep properly. I was
Okay.
like work pressure because "Arey yaar, how to do tomorrow? I have to deal with the clients, targets,
Constantly
and
thinking of it.
constantly thinking of it." And I was not able to. And I was there for literally 35 days to 40 days. And
Okay.
more than half of the days I had this problem.
Okay.
Okay, and after that also, when I went to a couple of times. But even in India when I was working, like this work pressure is sometimes like, if I get some idea, I can't leave that properly. Okay, this is happening. Then I have very less number of friends in Bangalore, where I joined as a fresher in Bangalore in that company 2017 and all. Then after leaving Infosys, so I was alone. I have very less friends. Even the company friends are from a different places. Bangalore is a pretty
Yeah,
big
yeah.
and all, so traffic and all. So what happened? I used to go to Phoenix Mall and the VR Mall, which are near to my home. So I used to go, and like in that way, I saw like crossword. So then I just jumped in and like, okay, let's see. Because if something is organized so well, even we jumped into like some dress, okay, clothes and
Dress
all. Even if
section.
you
Yeah.
afford it or not, we just jump in and
We'll
like
just do
we
window
all see,
shopping.
right?
Yeah,
Window
window
shopping
shopping.
and all.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try something and all. Okay, that's how I used to do. And like I used to go every week. Every week, Saturday, I used to go and all. Then somewhere I used to jump into this crossword. Constantly reading this book. There is one book called You Can Achieve More by Shivkera. I don't know. I just picked that book. I started reading, and I was so immersed in that book. It was so simple, but it is so powerful. Wow, this is the book I felt like. Okay, I was also not into reading. But I read that book. I just bought the book and I started reading this book. That book is so amazing. Then I read some other books of Robin Sharma and all, but I felt okay, I need to read something. Then I read Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma.
Okay.
Okay. Then I was exactly correlated with the my situation of whatever I had in the Philippines. Like I have everything luxury, but I was not able to sleep properly. The same situation he
Is in
explains
that book.
some
Yeah.
person called Julian Mantle. He has so much, he is so rich, he has a like a Ferrari
Ferrari
car and
car and
everything,
yeah.
but he has a heart attack and all. He looks like he is not happy with the life. His health was
He's
screwed
grumpy
because
and
of the
all.
bigger
Yeah.
because he's getting, see, if you complete a project of 10 crore, you will get a 50 crore project, then 100 crore project. So you are keep on working 17 hours, 18 hours of work and all. You are not spending time with the family and all, right? And I was totally related with that book, and it's a kind of bulb on movement in my
Okay.
life.
Yeah.
Like like that book completely changed the way I look at the life in terms of health, wealth, relationships. Then from that day I started loving myself. Okay. And okay, my health is my main priority.
Okay.
So this is what I also tell to my friends, whoever is watching. Most of them are young. So we sleep very late night and doing, like, whenever we get up, right, we check the phone and all. Okay. So this is the life? Okay. I felt like, no, I have to do something and I have a bigger purpose in life.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to do something where charity works, maybe later point of time on. So you have to connect with that book. First one is, that is the reason. And of course, that's where I started reading books.
Okay.
And
Cool.
it continued from that day. I never looked back. I keep on reading so many books and all. I started learning some or the other way from the book.
So how you actually do you have any techniques or anything to actually continue reading books? Because I, like, some point of time I thought to read book. I bought 4 to 5 books, Ikiyagi and uh, a book by Shashi Tharoor. I bought 2 to 3 books, but I'm not able to read them. Say I read only 5 to 10 pages and later I'll sleep. And even I bought that Ayn Rand book. What is that? Atlas Unshrugged. So do
Okay.
you have any, like, other than interest,
Okay.
do you see anything to continue reading this? Yeah.
Yeah. So first we need to identify in which area we want to develop. See, for
Okay.
suppose I want to develop my time management. So you have to search the best time management book. Like there is one book called One Thing, Deep Work, or like Essentialism, or like, so these kind of books you have to identify it. And don't read a complex books. Okay, somebody says like, okay, read this book. Don't, like, as an initial, right? What is the problem is, initially somebody says like Power of Positive Thinking. Read that book. As a newbie, if you read that kind of book, like you never read any of book, if you read that one, it's a like too much of like the words, because they are foreign authors. They will give so much of like the words are very difficult and all sometimes,
You need
and
to have
you
a
may not
dictionary.
resonate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
We
need
will
to
not
have a
understand
constant
this.
dictionary.
Yeah.
Keep this here where I'm not learning something. And one more thing, you have to read, like, at least you are, if you are a Telugu person, read Telugu, Hindi, or Hindi person, Tamil book. At least start reading that book. Then what is the purpose? Like sometimes leadership is one more thing, communication skills books are one more thing and all. And the power of book is like, see, if you watch a video, it it's very random. If you see, the problem is, once upon a time, there used to be very less information. We have
Yeah.
a less information. Now we are in a generation, we have so much of information.
Yeah.
If you want to learn something in a YouTube, you just jump in YouTube and like, I want
Just
to
two
learn
seconds of
communication
work.
skill.
Yeah, that's it.
And there are so many videos, and you just watch every 10 minutes, 5 videos, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. People watch, and ultimately what you learn? Nothing. And people also think how to read a book. They read each and every word. That is the mistake. Okay.
Okay.
So you need not to read each and every line or word of a page. Okay, every word. So what? Okay, first you need to look at the book. Okay, so consider this is a book, front and back. You read this one, what the author wants to say, the introduction, you have to read it. Then you can skip that one, you can do some of the lines, you can read, you can neglect and all. You can actually read. So that's also I teach something called speed reading. So how to read a book in an effective way and extract the information, maximum information, and how to read the book very quickly also. That I teach as a memory technique, speed reading techniques. But generally, you can actually cover, if you are a new person to reading, you can actually take 10 pages initially and try to go through it. You might be seeing something very interesting. You read that one in a faster, in a slow way. You try to understand what the other wants to say. And another reason, another technique to read a book, consider there are like 4 paragraphs in a book, in that page, 4 paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need not to write first paragraph, and each paragraph has 5 lines. So each paragraph has 5 lines and you have 4 paragraphs. So that means you have 20 lines in that page.
Book, yeah.
So you need not to read each and everything. Okay, this is a generally a reading technique I am sharing. Okay, so I generally charge for this one, but okay, for you. So you read the first paragraph.
Yeah.
You read the first paragraph, and the second paragraph and third paragraph, read only the first line and the last line, and first line and last line, and read the 4th paragraph completely.
Okay.
So what happens? Why you need to read the second paragraph and third paragraph? And so you are reading the first line and 5th line. You are skipping the 2, 3, 4, and again first line, 4th line, 2, 3, 4, and the last paragraph. What happens whenever you want? Even if you want to give a speech, your first 20 minutes is very important and last 20 minutes is very important in a 1-hour speech. So similarly, authors also follow this technique.
Okay.
Because if something is important, they will write it down first, right?
Yeah, they'll start as a new para. Yeah.
So similarly, movie also, first thing is very important, climax is important.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
So similarly, you can also read it and all. So similarly, you can read 10 pages, and so that you can try to extract some information, you can read it, and not only your you will definitely learn so many things from book.
Yeah.
That
actually, I can resonate it.
started.
Yeah. Cool. Actually, I can.
But what happens? But what happens? See, people read each and every word and all. They read 5 pages and all. Yeah, this book is not good, and they throw it away. So sorry, I'm actually cutting down. You tell.
No, actually, I'm saying I actually resonate to these things, because when I sync with what you told and what I did, right, I can actually see, okay, I can try this. This is a good way. So we'll see.
Yes.
Maybe I'll tell you the result of mine for following these things later.
And read the simple books. Like for suppose, not the, like maybe I suggest you some book called You Can Achieve More by Shivakera. That's a book I always suggest to people. It's more of a personality development. Or You Can Win by the same author. Or you can Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma only. So these are like simple chapters. So what happens, like the chapter will consist of not more than 2 pages. So when you can there is no continuation. So you can open the book, you can just read that 1 or 2 pages and you can close the book. You will learn something. So you can try to read whatever I suggested. You can learn, you can read those books.
Yeah, cool. And I think you told me you want to show a technique of some number remembering and things, right?
Okay, you want me to show that? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. I generally use this as a marketing technique to, okay. So Suman, for me, just think of one number from 1 to 8. Okay. Don't tell me that number. Just think of that number. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. You're thinking, right?
Yes.
So for me, just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So I'm keeping my phone down. Okay. Yeah. Don't tell me that number because it might be auditory or people think something like that. You just show me with the fingers whatever the number you are thinking of. 6.
Yeah. Hey, it worked again. Okay. Actually, now what I did is I thought there is some sound technique and all, and I shouted every words. But even then, yeah, great work, man.
Okay, and that is not an app which is or something like that with the sound. Okay, generally
Yeah.
like because see, it comes with a practice. I'm not saying like too much into this one. Actually, you the way you look at the when you pronounce the words and all, or you blink sometimes, okay,
Okay.
or like your body movement with slight one. So this I learned from some different people. So I'm still learning. I'm not saying like I'm very good at this one, because this is a very big subject. So people who used to interview these thieves and robbers in the FBI
Okay,
agents and
okay.
all, he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
written, yeah, he has written one book called What Everybody Says, and the another book called a Dictionary of Body Languages and all. So many things, like it's all of psychological. Okay,
Okay.
and so many things happen. Like it comes with a practice, and anybody can do it with a little bit of practice, like maybe over the 6 months or 7 months. It won't come within one day or 2 day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
so
pretty cool.
because people, yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. And you also do some welfare activities or charity works, right? So what you do?
Yeah, so generally, so there it depends on the situation, but right now or like a recent past, I started providing the groceries for the orphanages and people who are near around us, like some poor people during the lockdown, right? So many people
Yeah.
didn't have work and all, so much of lockdown. This started from last year March April. So at that time, like cases are growing crazily, and so many people are dying. Last year situation was so bad in India, right? Situation was so bad, and people are dying. And because there are some people who are near to us, they are construction workers. Every construction work is stopped at that point of time, and they were not able to earn money also. Even like you see, right, pani puri people, they open evening and all, and evening restaurant people, they don't have any work, because the lockdown used to be like from morning to 10 o'clock.
Evening, someone, yeah.
So up to 10 o'clock on Andhra, it was like that. And people who are dependent on the evening sales and all, they
They
are
lost
losing.
us. Yeah.
They lost so much. And I don't know, like, what's the like government is doing some pretty, but I wanted to do on my own thing with my like personal satisfaction, because I always feel gratitude. Okay, when you feel gratitude, you serve, and when you serve, you feel more gratitude. And then why you have to depend on some other person, okay, government or somebody, right?
If you want to
So why
do,
can't,
yeah, if you want to do, if you have that, we'll just give it.
see, maybe if I can do with 5,000, somebody can do with 50,000, somebody can do with 5 lakhs. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. We all have the capacity to do something from our side. And so because sometimes when I want to involve people, also say like I'm not rich or something like that. Okay, I'll tell you, okay, whatever you are earning, 5% can't you do? If you have 100 rupees, can't you give 5 rupees for your society?
Yeah.
Right? And people think that, and literally I'm not helping them, they are helping me because they are spreading positivity. I'm sleeping with some kind of satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Yeah.
And if you have a food to eat at that time, and if you have a good house, at least you are staying and all, if you have a parents and all, you are lucky,
Yeah.
right? So it's always, it also comes with a lot of self satisfaction and gratitude, grateful for what you have. So that's where it started. So I started doing and all personally. Then later point of time, I collaborated with some of the orphanages. So
Okay.
like I got 2 to 3 orphanage numbers and all. I went there, I met them. So I asked them how they are doing it all. They are pretty, they are doing good job. They are finding for another people. So
Okay.
I collaborated with them. And most of the time what they get is rice. Most of the people, they give rice, but they have excess of rice, but not the oil, dal and like some daily soaps or something. Then I started doing my
Those
own.
things.
Then
Okay.
yeah, then I thought of like, why can't I involve more friends? So people who are very close to me, some one of my friend, his name is Dheeraj. He's he's from Vijayawada only, and he's working in Amazon US. So I told the idea. So when he came, like we had a good one, and some of my friends from Australia, or like some people who are here and there from Bangalore, or from, or at least you may, if you may not give in terms of money, at least you can come and like do get that kind of feel, right? I used to take one of my friend and all. So that's how I started, and I kept like every month I want to do at least for one orphanage,
Okay.
or if I don't get
So,
for one orphanage, the same orphanage for 2 months I used to do.
okay. So this you only do for your satisfaction, or you said something called positivity, they'll spread positivity and all, right? So do you think you will, maybe in Telugu they'll call punyam and all. Do you think you will get something like that?
See,
I
more
want an
than
honest
punyam,
answer.
or like yeah, I will tell you. I'm too honest on anything.
Yeah.
See, more than like luck, or like you go to heaven or hell or something like that. More than anything, imagine if you don't if you don't eat for one day, if you don't eat for just one day, you know the feeling.
Yeah.
Because I also faced this issue because I'm a pure vegetarian. Okay, and what happens, like when I was coming from Hong Kong, literally like it's a
There
very
is
long
only
flight,
non-veg.
7 hours.
Okay.
7 hours. 7 hours. I used to like I have a layover. I was in the Hong Kong layover for 7 hours, and I was coming from a place called Cebu in Philippines. So from Cebu, it's like 3.5 hours and all. So morning 7:30, I will reach Bangalore at the midnight. That
Okay.
is because 7 hours only layover, and 6 hours, 6.5 hours journey from Hong Kong to Bangalore, and 3 hours here. So again, I have to go. And literally, what happened? I was not able to afford the food also because food is so costly in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Okay, 3 beds and this much costed me 900 rupees. Three simple small beds, bread,
Okay.
and
Uh-huh.
the with a curry. That is the only veg meal over there, which costed
Okay.
me around 900. I felt like, "Arey yaar, 900, so
Yeah.
it's
Here
too
we'll eat
costly
vada
and
pav
all."
for 20 rupees.
So I was like, okay, I felt like, Shravan, if you don't die for if you don't eat,
Don't
you
eat it
don't
for.
die. Okay, it's okay, you can manage and all. And okay, then I boarded the flight and all. But the thing is, like on a normal day, I can manage the without eating for like 10 hours and all. I can manage. Okay,
But
I
every
do
day
intermittent fasting.
it's like, yeah.
So so then I was on flight and all. I was waiting for the food, and the air hostess is not giving the food, and she started from the front, and I was in the back, and she was giving the food to everybody. Arey yaar, give me the food, give me. Then I literally asked her, "Can you please me?" So, sir, 5 minutes, sir, we will get the food. If you are a veg, right, you have to wait. Then
Okay.
I was waiting and all, and I had the food in the late night 12:30 or something. Morning 7:30 to 12:30, I didn't had anything.
Okay.
Okay, okay, even in the flight, if you want to buy, there won't be thing, right? They will provide that. So I was literally like so hungry. I ate like literally crazy. Like I was eating and all I wanted, and I requested for another box.
Packet.
So
Yeah.
they yeah, again got the food. Because in India you never find this issue. Like you even if you have 20 rupees, you can eat idli or something. You can just happy. But it's not about I can't afford. But on that day, I realized like there are like millions of people, 300 to 400 millions of children. They don't even get a proper meal for a day,
Yeah.
the nutritious meal, which made me very sad. Okay, and even when I joined when I was in Vizag, when I was in BTech first year, I saw one person actually taking the food from the dustbin and is eating the whatever the food is there, right? The besides the
Hotels or restaurants.
like
Yeah.
hotel or restaurant, and
Yeah.
there was a drainage, and next to drainage there was a
Dustbin.
tank there, dustbin, and he was taking the food and all. He is sitting and eating there. Literally, on that day I couldn't eat properly also because like I was so sad. I wanted to do something. Okay, we
Yeah.
tried something with the like we did some charity works in the BTech also. But after doing some things, like now I'm earning, I have to do something, and I want to. I cannot do anyway. I want to some people also to involve, and hold hands together. Who trusts me? Okay, Stefan, I trust you, or like somebody. We'll handhold 5 people. It's okay. 5 people, we can do something. Okay,
Okay.
we keep 2000, 3000, 5000, or at least 1000 rupees, or at least 500 rupees. We handhold, we do collaborate, and 1 month we do this one. Next month again, we do this much. And people go to pubs and all, do this, all these things. Okay, we know if you go to a pub or a restaurant in a Bangalore or Hyderabad, you just throw 2000 rupees, 1500 rupees for one day. But
Yeah.
for that 1500, you can actually feed a 50 people,
Okay.
right? So that's where it started. It's not like punyam or like go to heaven and all. You need to be empathetic people. You understand, right? If you don't eat for one day, you know how painful it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
definitely you have to understand, and children are not getting proper food. That is the reason I started this one. So more of orphanages, kids and all, I started doing this charity work. Nothing more than that.
Yeah. Cool.
And
Cool.
I'm not too great to, like, into that one. Whatever I can do, I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And if
understand it.
I request whoever is watching, okay, everybody can do their part. Even if you can feed for 2 people, if you can start reducing this much for 2 days, like 2 days, that food, that will be this food, and you can give it to some person. And
Yeah.
now we are eating too much. That is also a problem. We don't, our bodies don't require that much of food. Okay, so that is the reason you can actually share. Everybody can do.
Yeah.
That's where
Cool.
it started.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. And I think you also have these memory techniques and all. Hopefully, we might connect sometime later and we actually
Yeah,
dig
yeah. I
deep
would.
into things all what you
Yes,
know,
yes,
right?
yes, yes,
And
yes.
yeah. And before winding up, do you want to maybe share anything or tell us a quote or something like that?
Maybe should I show that card?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, so card shown.
Yeah. Actually, you can also have some sessions to see your magic tricks. You're still learning, but yeah,
Yeah,
they are pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. So I'm actually trying to create one course called Personality Development Through Magic. I don't teach magic, but I will collaborate and all. I will try to do something. Okay, maybe like you see this. This is, I'll shuffle it. You say whenever you stop. Oh, wait. So whenever you say stop, I stop. So stop. Say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Stop.
Okay, stop. So I'll keep one by one card by one card. So you tell me whenever to stop.
Stop.
This
That
one?
one. Yeah. This.
Okay. See, I'm not looking into this one. I'll turn my head and I'll see the card is still down only. So I'll turn, and please remember, okay, maybe you write it down, whether it's a symbol and all, color and all. Okay. What is JQK and all? As I mentioned, right, it is a flower, it's a club. If it is a normal one, it's spade. So you have to remember. So I'll turn my head. Okay.
Uh,
Can you see it, or I need to turn somewhere?
yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I kept the card here. Okay. So yeah, think about this card. Project yourself. Visualize the card.
Yeah.
Okay. So say me whether its card is red, black. Okay. Don't tell me the direct answer. So it's red. Say red, black.
Oh, okay. Red, black.
Okay. Yours is a black card.
Yes.
Okay. And then think about the symbol, whether it's if it is a black, we have two symbols, spades and clubs. Okay. Think of spades, clubs. Say spades, clubs.
Spades, clubs.
Yours is clubs.
Yes.
Okay, then okay, can you just tell numbers from A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, J, Q, K?
Okay. A 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 J Q K.
Okay, I'm just trying. Okay, so yeah, with a clear voice, what is your card?
Q clubs and black color.
Yeah, clubs.
What?
Can see, right? Q
Yeah, I can
clubs.
see. Yeah, Q clubs. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, really cool, man. Like, how many months you are training on this? It's like,
it's been like 6 to 7 months. I was there, like at least every day I should practice some other card tricks and all. So I generally used to like it started because like on the motivational sessions I wanted to tell something, because it's not about
to be an interactive and interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
interesting and all, so that they will get excitement and all, because our attention spans are very less. So after 20 minutes people get bored. Like I try to learn, perform something. So I do a 2 to 3 days ka seminars also. So when I plan this one, so I'm actually include, well, because of the COVID it's not happening, but when I do, like I want to do every 20 minutes or 30 minutes one act, interact with the people who
That
are
will be
like
more enjoyable, fun.
less
Yeah.
active, right? Less active will bring them, so that make them excitement and all. Yeah, it's not easy, it will take some time, and I don't say it is impossible. You can learn with some
Yeah.
time
I
sacrifice.
tried few, but I just tried it for one day. Actually, I have interest in these things. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think we can have separate, maybe some other time we can connect and you show me other tricks.
thanks. I would really love to come join and all. We had a great time, and people who are watching this patiently, I think they learn at least 1 or 2 lines from this one, or they
At
get
least they will list
entertained.
down the books if they want to read, right? At least if one
Yeah,
person
maybe I'll
read it,
mention one more time. You can achieve more by Shivkera. You can achieve more by Shivkera. And similarly, you can win. His first book is You Can Win, which is a very blockbuster, but You Can Achieve More is the sequence of that one, sequel of that book, not the completely. You can read that book. So without reading this one also, so you can read You Can Achieve More by Shivkera. Who will Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. So you can just start with these books. Primarily, if you want a simple one with a small chapters with a small medium English, you can Who Will Cry When You Die is a simple book. You can try. And there is another book, maybe 13 Ways to Be Bloody Luck. It looks like some superstition book and all.
yeah.
No, it's a pretty very good book by 13. His name is Ashwin Sanghi. He used to write fiction books. Later point of time, he wrote this book. He has a sequence like 13 ways to be bloody luck, 13 ways to be bloody wealthy, and parenting and all. But luck book is so good. Like how you can actually improve your luck, means like how to grab opportunities, but he kept something catchy title.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
inside he will tell 13 steps, which are like if you can implement 3 to 5 steps, which will actually change your life the way you think. Maybe this right now for some months these books will be enough. And these guys, please note down this book and you buy, because investment those books is a pretty good, and you can save that books for years, so that your cousins or your like
We can
children or
actually
like
gift them
friends
to
or
someone. Yeah. We can
yes,
actually gift them to,
yes,
they will read.
yes, this is the trend I want. Generally I do this one whenever there is a birthday. I'll generally give the book, whether I know they don't read, but at least something, right, which is
Yeah,
valuable.
someone will read.
By yeah, at least instead of buying that one, they buy so many things. Okay, if you keep in a home, right, 4 to 5 people can actually read this book, and book won't cost more than 250 rupees, and which will be last for like 5 years, 10 years, how you handle the book, 20 years, 50 years also it will come, if you save it properly.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I suggest, and we'll have another great session later point of time.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Sravan. Actually, I will read that
That,
last book, Luck book, right? I'll see what I can implement.
yeah. You read that book, and you can find it way less. 150
Yeah, I'll
rupees
see.
are also I get. But if you are habituated to like, or yeah, better read buy the hard copy, because when you sit and read, na, generally. So I shifted from hard books to the ebooks, because I read a lot of books and all. I bought so many books. Some of books are very costly. So, and I read very fast also. In 3 days, I can actually complete the book.
Okay.
3 days I can complete,
You
because
have all
as I
those
mentioned,
techniques and all. Yeah, you
yeah,
will read
techniques and
anyways.
all. So, and I extract the maximum content, and I will create a content. I'll create a 5 to 6 pages of content from that book. So whenever
Okay.
I go to a speeches, there might be some technical words and all. So I again go through. I know, okay, I read this from this book. So I want to talk on this topic, or productivity, or leadership. Actually, I give on so many topics like emotional intelligence, leadership, time management, personal development, and all. So whenever I go, okay, this is the point. I just go and like I'll just give this.
Yeah.
That will help generally.
Sure. I think we have a lot to share. We'll connect
Yeah.
maybe sometime later and we'll again do this. Yeah.
Yeah. Point two, version 2.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Yeah.
Thanks, Sumanth. Thanks for having me, and I'll have a nice day. Thanks, guys. Please watch the video, and like at least you will
Yeah, I
learn
don't need all
something
these
from
things.
this.
Yeah, we'll just learn. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.